Welcome, friends, to Is This Message For You? All right, if you clicked on this video, it means that there is a message in here for you. So maybe it was the crystals that drew you in, or the the card itself, or the intuition, or the number 32, whatever it was that drew you in. Okay, they wanted me to bring this forward because there's some light codes that are coming through here, and I am going to channel these light codes. So okay, the message that is coming through, they're saying be mindful of false light. Be mindful of false light, because there is some false light that is coming through. So right now is the time to have your discernment up, right? Be in the knowing of what is coming through from your highest and best self, and what is coming through thoughts, programming, spaces or places that you've been in the past that are bringing that energy back up, right? So they're telling me, they're giving me an example. They're telling me, like in regards to money, how do you handle money? Are you still in the programming of what you've been taught? Maybe you were taught that you have to work hard, you have to, overexert yourself, that you have to be constantly on the go and doing things and saving and all these things. And maybe your soul is like, yeah, but that doesn't resonate for me. It never resonated for me. I don't like overexerting myself. I don't like working to afford to live, right? Maybe I just want to live. Maybe I just want to figure things out another way, that there's got to be another way to life than this just simply existing. So be aware of what is false light. Now, false light is not just, a lot of people see false light. They're telling me like, I don't like this word, but they're saying like some people would feel like demons or like a dark energy coming through, or something like interfering or interrupting with your intuition. And it's not that. They want to be very clear about that. False light is programming. False light is things that you learned that were not in resonance with your soul, right? That didn't feel good. Maybe you were told that maybe you have a gift, right? And you're really good at something, but you were told that you can never make money doing that. And instead you went to school and you did all the things and you followed all the rules and you got this great job. And now you're like, yeah, this isn't it. I'm not feeling this. Like there's something missing from my life, and I don't want to keep moving through my life in this energy of what if, right? Oh, they are bringing through this really strong smell of coffee right now. So if you're listening to this and you're drinking coffee, tune in, because this message is for you. It's like someone just brewed a pot, is how strong the smell is. And they're saying anyway, that was somebody specific. They're saying tune in, maybe don't listen passively, but actually engage and tune into this, because there are some major light codes coming through this card, just being able to view it. So you might even want to screenshot it and keep it for yourself so that you can tune into it a little bit more. But again, the false light, let go of the programming, let go of what people told you something was, let go of whatever came through your ancestry or through just the way you were brought up, or just through society in general, and tap into what feels good for you, what feels good in your heart. You have an inner knowing in your heart of what you want your life to be like, of what your life could be like, of what your life should be like, right? I always had this energy growing up as a child, like that things didn't have to be hard, that we could coexist, that we could get along, that there could be peace. I always had this energy, this inner knowing. And it's like the more I tapped into that, the more people would tell me like, no, you have to go through the darkness, or you have to go through the bad to be able to enjoy the good. And I'm like, but that doesn't resonate, because you can also enjoy the good without having the bad, right? There were things that were programmed that were not a part of my original divine blueprint, my soul's blueprint. So this is bringing you back to your original divine soul's blueprint. So tap in. Again, there's lots of codes coming through here, and I feel like it is helping tap back into that blueprint. So I will keep this where this is top left. So we'll keep it right there so you can still receive those codes through that. Okay, and then what's interesting is when this card came out, another card from the same deck wanted to come out, and it came out in reverse. And this is the throat chakra. So this tells me that you still are not fully speaking your truth. You are maybe you have that inner knowing, right? Maybe you know that you're talented and you have what it takes and you can do these things. And somebody told you, no, like you know, whatever your talent is. Actually, I had a very random client recently, and this client just said, I just need to know about music. That was it. There was no context to it. They just said, I need to know about music. And this channel opened up, and I channeled for this person. And I told them, oh my gosh, you are so talented. You're a musician. And I had no idea what they were talking about, but I said, you're a musician and you are super talented. And there's some programming into maybe you have to do this or you have to do that if you want to, you know, make money off of being a musician. Or maybe the agenda that they've put out there is that like the life of an artist is hard and you're not going to make any money and you're not going to do this. And they're like, no, things are shifting. Deprogram, let those programs go, tap into your inner truth, right? Your throat chakra is where your inner truth is, and tap into that so that you can be who you came here to be in your original divine blueprint of who you are. So work through the throat chakra. It came out in reverse for a reason. It says that there's something that you need to work through in regards, and you can look on my page. I do have some folders for the chakras with stuff that has helped me on my journey, and you can tap into those and see if they help you as well, or you can know whatever you want to do to tap into that. But I do have some references on my YouTube page that you can tap into. And toning, just moving, like screaming, toning, singing, whatever you can do to get those vocal cords moving so you can open up and speak your truth is definitely going to help. Okay. All right, we have family. So the family card came out in reverse. So this tells me that there's some discordance that in the family, and this may, they're directing it to the speaking your truth, right? So again, like that same energy of maybe someone, not because they were trying to hold you back from your talent, right? Like a caretaker normally will say, you know, like if they've been programmed into the agenda as well, and they're like, oh, you have to work hard and you have to be a slave to the system and this and that, like then they're going to just give you the program that they received, right? And so there may be some like discordance in like that family energy right now. And this is not just like, they're telling me not just like the family that you were birthed into, but like family that's around you as well, like people that care for you that you would call family. Maybe there's just some programming that needs to be shifted through in regards to the throat chakra and speaking your truth around family. Okay, and then we have let's see, from the shadow and light deck, we have obliviousness versus awareness. Obliviousness versus awareness. And this also came out in reverse, which tells me that you may be oblivious that the energy that the people you're around, you're not able to fully speak your truth with. Now, this happened to me recently. I was so shocked and surprised when I found this out, but there's something that I've been growing through for a few years, and it's taken a lot of my energy. And just the other day, I had this complete meltdown and told my husband, I haven't had this kind of meltdown with anyone around me. Now, there are people around me who love me and care for me and would have been there to support me, but I never spoke my truth. I never said, this is what I've been growing through. This is how hard it's been, or this is the support that I need. I couldn't even get those words out to ask for support. And so they're telling me this is the same type of energy that you're in. It's like this, like you're conscious, you're aware of something, but you're oblivious to how you are acting. What are you doing to change it, right? Like, oh, you know that you're not fully speaking your truth in specific situations, but maybe when it comes to certain people, you're like, oh, I always speak my truth with them, right? Because that's what I thought. I thought the people that I was around for the past few years that were close to me, that I was being truly open and honest with in what I was growing through. But when I had this big meltdown, it was like, oh, there's so much more that I've been growing through that I haven't told anyone, that I haven't asked for support with, I've just been trying to work through it all myself. And it's been a lot and it's been heavy. And it's time for me to shift that and to speak my truth and to ask for support when I need it, and to come into this awareness of what needs to happen so that things can move forward. Okay, then we have magnificent. It says, you are amazing, magnificent, and unique. And most importantly, you are enough. You are enough. Yeah, this reminds me of that, quick, session that I had. It wasn't even supposed to be a session. It just kind of happened by chance, passing by, and it worked out. But it was like, you're a musician. You're a musician. You need to be making music. This is where your heart is. This is where your soul is. This is where you thrive. And yet you've been programmed to believe that you couldn't do that for whatever reason. And it's time to shift out of that programming. You are enough. What you do is enough. And you can have what you want when you deprogram from what others want, or even what others are have been programmed with themselves. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so fire and air, or air and fire, dragon is what wanted to come through next. And it says, expand your creative energies. Yes. So it's just that. I feel like this pile, your creative energy has been stifled. It's maybe you've held back because you felt like you couldn't do it, or you didn't want to disappoint someone, or you tapped into that programming of thinking that things had to be a certain way. And now with this shift into ancient new earth, it's like, oh wait, I can just be in my talent. I can express that. I can do what I want. They keep bringing me back to the musician. So maybe one of you watching this is actually a musician. But if not, it's just tapping into that creative energy, right? Maybe you're a painter and you're like, I never thought that I could make money painting. And let me tap into more of this creative energy and figure out how I can make money painting. How, what type of things can I do that are good for my soul, instead of sitting behind a computer or a desk or whatever it may be, for 8 hours of my day. Maybe I can be creating 8 hours of my day. Maybe I can be enjoying my life a little bit more and calling in the things that I need from different spaces and places once I'm fully in the awareness of speaking my truth and being in they keep saying back to self, being back to self, being back to your own divine original blueprint. Okay, and we have the peregrine falcon. And it's this observation, and they're bringing up, there's this movie, I believe it's called Miss Peregrine's School for Unique Children. I don't know, something like that. You can look it up. Miss Peregrine's School, I know, is part of it. But there's this gift, this talent, there's something that you came here with to express, right? To create, to show to the world. And you've been held back. You've been programmed to belief, that lie, right? That you couldn't do what you came here to do. And your soul has been fighting it. It's our souls know, right? Our souls know, something feels off. I've had friends who have had it all, right? They've had the house, the car, the marriage, the kids, the perfect job, everything. And they're like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not satisfied. I feel like there's something still missing in my life. And it's because their souls, they're not doing what their soul called them here to do. Now you can still have a content life doing those things, right? These friends that I had that had all of that, they weren't depressed. They just always felt like something was missing. And this is the awareness that Spirit's bringing in for you, where they're saying, no, it's okay to speak up, to be in your truth, and maybe what's true for you is not true for others. And that's okay. That is perfectly fine, that you can be in your creative energy and maybe somebody else chose the other route, and that's fine. And we can allow each other to be on these journeys. But I feel like this is really saying, they're bringing me back to this, you are enough. You are enough. You got this. You can do this. So it's time for you to trust in your inner knowing, right? Tap into that intuition, because you are intuitive. I mean, the intuition card is the first card that came out. So it's this intuition card. But they're also pointing out the crystals right now. Thank you. So the crystals that came out, we had a smoky quartz that wanted to come out here. So smoky quartz is good for clearing some negative energy, actually clearing programming. Thank you, Spirit. I did not know that. Clearing programming, old programs, letting go of things. And then we have amethyst here, and again the amethyst cluster here. And amethyst is really good for forgiveness, for balancing out your own inner energies, and for being in your own unique energy, right? In your own unique energy. Okay, we have the shark with purpose. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. It still surprises me every time. I mean, it's so magical the way that these work out, but purpose, right? Like, you are not living in your soul's purpose. There's something that is still holding you back, that's keeping you maybe doing things that you don't want to do. And it's okay to tap into those things and do those things as a foundation, as a stepping stone, as a, like, okay, I'm going to, I know with full awareness that I'm stepping into this world of maybe non-creation, right? Like, maybe it's just the routine that's happening. Like, you get up, wash, you're in that wash cycle, like wash, rinse, repeat. And I'm stepping into this for a specific amount of time so that I can open myself up to having more time to create, to play, to be in joy. It's okay to do those things, but your soul is craving the dharma, the purpose in life. It's like, I remember for self, there was a moment in my life where I'm like, there has to be more to life than this. There has to be more to life than this. And I feel like that's what your soul is saying now. It's like, I know that I have a purpose here, and it's not to, I don't know, save and retire and enjoy my life when I'm older. Like, maybe it's for me to play and travel and do those things now when I'm younger. And that's okay. My programming, my original divine blueprint does not come with any of the programming that has been placed upon me in this space and place and time. And so they're saying, you are enough. Tap into that. Tap into what you can create when you speak your truth, when you are in your power, when you ask for what you need, and know that maybe some people are going to not agree with you, and that's okay. As long as you are being in your purpose, in your power, things are going to align for you. They're all going to come together. And one last card. We have the horsetail, which is patience. Okay, they did want me to bring the book out for this one, so I am going to read from the book for this one. This is the Herbal Astrology Oracle by Adriana Ayales, also known as Anima Mundi on social media. But let's see what came through. So number 35, maybe that number is significant for you. It does reduce to an 8, which is awesome. That is flow, that is abundance. That means things are moving and flowing and happening the way that they're supposed to. Okay, so let me read here. It says, it did come out upright. So it says, endurance, steady focus, a period of gestation, trusting the process, and heightened sensitivity. All right, whenever you cross paths with horsetail, you are looking at a member of the soul surviving genius of a once great lineage. Oh my gosh, my throat is clearing. I'm clearing for you guys through my throat. This is so wild. This happens in my sessions. I'll start feeling what's going on in people's bodies when they come to me, and I can help clear that. But it's funny that I'm clearing right now through the throat, so I'm just doing some tapping on the throat while I do this. So let me get back to what I was. They said that part's not important. Turn to the second page. Okay, let's see what the second page had to say. Thank you for that. Okay. It says, horsetail teaches us of the power that lies within patience and the endurance gained through the hidden blessings of challenges. There is something good in all seeming failures, and although that might not be clear in the moment, time will reveal it. Trust the process. Remember that stubbornness and willfulness are counterproductive to loosening knots. Instead, like the medicine of horse, ground to Earth's energy and adapt to the changes and hardships on the journey. Horse medicine provides us heightened sensitivity and the purity of trust, essential tools to have as we navigate life's journey. Invoke the strength of the horse as a power animal when you need increased psychic sensitivity and intuition. Yeah. So it's saying it's okay that things maybe aren't moving as fast as you want them to move, right? It's okay to take things a little slower, to work on the things that you need to shift, and to know that you are enough to truly step into what you came here to do, what you came here to share, what you came to express, to create, and to be a part of. Alrighty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time. Adios.